Mm, mm, mm. All right, hi guys, hi, hey. It's Kim and the Y, not an I, and I am of 7. That is right. I'm back with another video. Today's topic is going to be... It's like, no, it's not she. All right, today I'm going to talk about, should you allow your good friends to have access to your significant others? I mean, for me, it's self-explanatory now. Took me a while to really understand, appreciate, reflect on that particular topic. But today, I'm so damn confident that the answer is no. I decided to make a video about it. So if you guys are interested, make sure you keep on watching. Alright. So, let's be honest. Just all the way honest. My personal opinion is I feel that if you are allowing, as a woman, your good friends to have access to your significant other like that, you're just asking for trouble. A friend of mine said something to me because we were actually having this conversation. I feel like it was last week. And, you know, what she had basically said was that she was taught growing up that you never put yourself in a situation or predicament to have to explain yourself. And I find this to be all the way true. I feel like as women, women sometimes get a little bit too comfortable, a little too comfortable, where they shouldn't. For example, and I'm going to use a story. And this actually ties into my whole It Tried to Break Me. I'm going to have to do a part 2 because I need to redo that video. But I did have a friend at one point who, you know, was definitely very assertive in her trying to create a position for herself in my marriage, where it really did cause a lot of issues. You know, Shorty was basically coming over, you know, talking about she had a spot in my bed, you know, calling my husband hubby number 2, you know, just stuff like that, you know, and I was kind of very naive and dumb, you know, to the point where I'm like, all right, this is my friend, you know, so it's okay. It's fine, because, you know, she wouldn't do anything that would, you know, have me have to, you know, question her intention, which I found out later on I couldn't be further from the truth. Yeah, so, you know, I definitely stand firm on it. I feel like, you know, if I have a significant other, I'm gonna rephrase that. As my friend, obviously as a woman first, it's my responsibility to check that person, right? If I feel like they overstepping boundaries, getting a little too comfortable. But as my significant other that knows, if you know that I am, you know, my weakness might be my friends. So I might, you know, let certain shit slide, which is not the case anymore, but, you know, before, if I let certain stuff slide and, excuse me, you know that's what type of person I am, I feel like then as a man, it's your responsibility, obligation to make sure that you check that person. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like that's you looking out for me. Like, okay, Shorty's a little too friendly around me. You know what I mean? Like, she shouldn't be being this friendly. There's no way where... There's no reason why she should feel like she could come in, you know, into my space, my woman's space, place, house, whatever, and think that she's going to treat me like hubby number 2. You know what I mean? Because that's just, it's inappropriate. It's not acceptable. We're not in a polygamous relationship. Now, if that were the case, that'd be something else. But I never expressed anything like that. You know what I mean? So I feel like as my significant other, it is definitely so much so your responsibility to make sure that you are, you know, looking out for me, even if I can't look out for myself, the same way that I'm going to look out for you, as the same way I'm going to look out for you, the same way that I do look out for you, you know, and speak up for you as your woman, if I know it's something that you're not going to do for yourself. And if I know that it bothers you, and I still don't stick up. Yes. So yeah, I feel like, if it's something that I know that is bothering you and you've expressed that to me, then if I know that you might be like a passive type of person, I'm going to make sure that I stick up, defend, stand up for you some sort of way. You know what I mean? I feel like that's important. Then I had another question that kind of like arose. It says, do I personally think that it's okay for your friends to have your man's number? And the answer is abso-fucking-lutely not. Excuse my language. Sorry if you have kids present. But yeah, absolutely not. What is it that your friend needs your significant other, your man, your woman's number for? What is the purpose of that? What is it that they have to talk to them about that they can't talk to you about? They can't tell you. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know if it sounds like overly crazy, but to me, it doesn't. I feel like I'm very justified. I feel like this is like coming from a place of reason. You know what I mean? Like, no, there's no reason for, because then that opens up a level of some sort of floodgate. You know what I mean? You put your significant other in a spot where now they have to wonder or question, even if it's just one text message, like going back again, the phone number was exchanged because our kids played sports. My, soon-to-be ex-husband knew the directions up to the football field. She was also headed up to the football field, but I was at a baseball game, with another child, one of my children. So she wanted to know how to get there. I said, just, call him. He'll tell you how to get there. So from that one time giving her the phone number, then that in her mind, so that now gives her in her mind all access and rights to be calling and texting. Like, I'm going to school at nighttime and, she's hitting him up about some dumb shit that she could have fucking texted me about, you know what I mean? Or waited until I was out of school. Like, you're basically going out your way to text my husband. So then, I approached her on it and I asked her not to. I said, you know what? At this point, football season's over. You shouldn't even have his number as my friend. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're so close. You're calling yourself my sister. My sister would never do anything like that. You know what I mean? Like, that right there, especially after I've already told you. Now this is my third time telling you, don't call my husband. Don't text him. That shit is inappropriate. So I feel like at the end of the day, they're both wrong. Now both of y'all put yourselves in a predicament, in a space, in a place to have to explain yourselves. You know what I mean? Because he's telling me that you're texting him, but you ain't saying nothing to me about you texting him. You know what I mean? And even though it was something small, now in my mind, because I'm a Pisces, I tend to overthink. You know what I mean? I'm like, all right, so if you're texting about some dumb shit when I just seen you earlier today, what else are you doing? Like, are you creeping by my house while I'm not there? Like, while I'm at school trying to get an education to freaking help my family out? Like, yo, you're crazy. Like, that's a no. No. Your significant other does not need your best friend's phone number. Your good friend, your home girl, your home slice. Yeah. And yeah, I just feel like that. I feel like there's an overall level of respect, excuse me, in a relationship. And once you start including your friends in it, like, for instance, when me and my husband, first met, I know he had friends who, their wives or their girlfriends or whoever had his phone number, had basically all his homeboys' phone numbers. You know what I mean? I've never been that type of person. For one, if you want to take your raggedy ass outside this house and spend the night, you know what I'm saying? I'm not calling, chasing, messaging, tweeting, adding nobody. Like, that's just inappropriate. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, you're showing me what type of person you are as a so-called spouse. So there's no need for me to put myself in a space or a place to have to explain myself. Oh, if I have your homeboy's phone numbers, because I'm texting everybody looking for you. I feel like, no, that's a level of disrespect. Like, just because it was done don't mean that I gotta return the favor. Like, that's crazy. Yeah. So that's my little video right there. I was actually gonna go in, but you know, and I'm not even gonna do that because I feel like it's completely irrelevant. Maybe I'll make that into another video. I don't know, but I just wanted to put out my little snippet of, you know, what my thoughts on that are. I definitely feel like, you know, if you both come to a common agreement in a relationship that you're going to respect each other, small stuff like that, that might be small to somebody else. But I know that, you know, at any given moment, at any given day, whether it be a male or a female, you never know what kind of crazy convoluted thoughts are going through their mind. You know what I mean? And especially if they know that you're a good person, like the type that's forgiving, and you kind of, you know, you're just passive with certain things that you shouldn't be passive with, stuff that they wouldn't be passive with. Like, any of my friends, I only have one now, but the ones that I had, I didn't have access to their men like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, when they were in relationships, I think I only met them like a few times, their significant others. And I'm not even the type of friend to be on it like that. You know what I'm saying? So that just shows me, like, you know that you look at me in some sort of way where you don't want me around your significant other, even though you know that I have a man, I had a husband, you know what I'm saying? And I was very, for the most part, okay and situated in my predicament. You know what I mean? So just knowing that, and then you kind of crossing that line, and okay, well, she ain't gonna be around my man, but I'm gonna be around hers. And not only am I gonna be around hers, I'm gonna get, you know, be texting him and, you know, just crossing all sorts of boundaries and lines. Like, I feel like that's just crazy. And like I was saying, you never know what somebody's mindset is. You know what I'm saying? Like, they might seem sweet and nice on the outside, like, oh, they would never do you like that. But it be the ones that you think won't do you like that are the ones that'll definitely fucking do you like that. You know, and they'll do it and act like it's nothing, won't say nothing, and then try to play victim when you call them out on it. Those are the ones that you have to be worried about, you know. But those are just my thoughts. If you guys appreciated this video, if you have any thoughts on it, if you don't agree with what I'm saying, like, and you want to comment down below, please let me know, you know, because I'm open to all different, you know, perspectives, but I don't never change my mindset on this, especially because of what I've just been through with this. It's not something I'm gonna budge on. Like, if I do another relationship, I'm still gonna hold that, like, to a T, because I feel like, for what? Why do you need to be all buddy with my friends? Like, those are my friends. Part of a relationship is we're together, you know what I'm saying? But we also have to exist separately. So you have your set of friends, I have my set of friends, you know what I'm saying? And then maybe if we fucking hang out, you know, and double date or whatever, that's okay. But as far as grabbing phone numbers and texting each other and checking up on each other, like, no, that's inappropriate. You need to make sure that you're checking up on me. That's it. You don't need to worry about what she's doing and how she's doing. That's not your problem. I'm your problem, you know, and vice versa. But yeah, make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. Make sure you hit the notification bell so you get my videos as soon as they first come out. And on that note, I am out.